Marcos, congrats. You are the new career rushing leader at Aptos High. What does that mean to you?
Personally, it's just a thing that I've always wanted to do, but I know it was always a goal, and I finally accomplished it. But next year, if Josh Powell doesn't break it, I'm going to be disappointed in him.
You're putting all the pressure on him, huh?
Yeah.
At what point did it become realistic,
I guess last year. I mean, I never thought to myself to be such in an elite group, I guess. Because I always had people that I looked up to, when I was a sophomore, Jack Wolf, Danner, Tate, Fabian. I always thought these guys are bigger than me, faster than me 10 times, but I see them and I'm passing them, but I never thought to myself to be at that level. As of last year, then I guess at the end of the year, I'm man, I'm pretty up there in the stats. I did my part as a junior. I showcased what I had to show, and it just played out that way.
Several big games, one against San Benito, another against Palma, but 292 yards, a share of the school's single game record with Mike Allshouse. You put up that total against Monte Vista Christian. When you get close to 300 yards at a game, do you kind of go, okay, I can maybe get this school record thing?
I guess so, because both those games are the Monte Vista game. I just remember the first half, every time I got the ball, I was breaking one. I was kind of winded, and before that game, actually, I threw up. I ate way too much and I threw up. I remember that. But that game, I broke a couple long ones. So did Josh. So I broke a couple long ones. I didn't expect much to play in the second half, but they came back and they needed me more. So they just got giving me the ball, and the lineman blocked good, and I got to broke a few tackles, and I was 1 yard away from breaking it.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then you do wrestling. You got injured last year, so you missed a little bit of wrestling.
Yeah.
But you did track and field in the spring. You want to, I imagine, play at the next level for football.
Yes and no. It's definitely up there. I'm definitely trying to emailing coaches, but if it doesn't work out, it's all good. I might walk on somewhere if I get into Cal Poly or Davis. Those are my two head schools that I'm trying to get into. But I put in enough work in the classroom where I can rely on my grades, not really football, to get me into college. I got all my grades set, so just one of those things where if I always thought getting recruited would be super awesome, but if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, and I'm okay with that.
There you go. And you also have some academics to fall back on. You're a 4.0 student. You do student council as well, I've been told.
Yeah, I've been class president sophomore, junior, and senior year.
Nice. And then so cool. When's the monument of you going up on the school?
I don't know.
You can vote that in, I think.
Maybe.
I'm just kidding. And then, in the weight room, you're not 6'2", 220.
Nah.
So do you have a little chip on your shoulder, and does that show in the weight room? And how serious do you take that front of part of things?
Oh yeah, I take the weight room definitely 100% serious. Try to get in there, do my work every morning, 6 o'clock, wake up, get in there, try to push the young guys. I've always had a chip in my shoulder for the weight room because I'm 6'8" maybe, 190 maybe sometimes. So I always definitely try to go hard in the weight room, trying to be a top guy in there, no matter who it was. I remember sophomore year, I was trying to I was in some of the varsity guys, competing with them, always trying to get the highest max. It's definitely shown, and I even you got to fall in love with the weight room if you want to succeed in football. You can't be a football player and not weight train. It's a big part, and I think it shows against the other schools in Santa Cruz County. Because I have a lot of friends and they're oh, we don't really work out together as a group. I'm well, that's probably the biggest picture, because 6 in the morning we're there every day, we're grinding every day. So, and I think that the weight room has definitely played a part in my success as a football player.
Nice. And then also, you're always taught to hit the hole hard.
Yeah.
In terms of what sort of mindset aggression do you have the moment that ball gets handed off to you?
Oh.
And is there something you draw from in your youth or anything to get fired up?
Well, I hit the hole hard, not because of the wing tee, especially, you can't dance around the hole. You either hit it 100%, you don't hit it at all. That's the thing. And we put a hat on a hat, the timing has to be there, everything has to be there. So I hit the hole hard there.
In terms of past motivations or anything?
Past motivations, not really past motivations, just something that I love to do.
Yeah.
And it's always motivated to do something for my team, not necessarily me, but for the guys that I hang out with every day, my family right here. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.